Hey everyone, PD here. So I wanted to talk about something very important that I've been seeing. There's been a lot of debate on Twitter on regards to canceling K-pop Selca Day for a month. There's a lot of debate over whether or not it serves any purpose, what's the point, etc. This was sparked by the fact that recently boy group member Kim Dong-yoon from the rookie boy group Spectrum passed away. Now people have been asking for Selca Day to be cancelled for the month of August because of Dong-yoon's passing, out of respect for his passing. However, I've seen people on Twitter ask, but why? What's the point? What's the reason? What purpose does it serve? Why cancel Selca Day? And some people have been saying, you know, it's out of respect. Some people have been saying, oh, it's just what K-pop fans do. And first of all, there's just a lot of argument going back and forth. First of all, there's nothing wrong with questioning why people should cancel Selca Day. Because you're saying, hey, let's cancel Selca Day. However, taking Selcas is not related to Dong-yoon, or it's not related to death in any way whatsoever. So why cancel Selca Day? That's essentially what people are asking. And the reasoning of, well, it's just what K-pop fans do is not a good enough reason. You should never live life like that. That is sheep mentality, and that's just, it's frankly not a good reason. You know, you can't just say, oh, that's what people do. No, everything has a reason for it, and there is a reason you should cancel K-pop Selca Day, but just saying it's out of respect or that's what everyone does is not a valid reason. So for those of you asking, there is actually a reason you should be canceling Selca Day. And you know what? I think most of the people even participating in the cancellation of K-pop Selca Day don't even know why a lot of K-pop fans do it. So the truth is, the way Koreans treat death is actually very different from Americans. Now, a lot of comments I've been seeing are, why cancel K-pop Selca Day? Shouldn't we be doing something? Shouldn't we, in fact, do K-pop Selca Day to celebrate maybe his death, maybe his life? Maybe we should all post Selcas in honor of him. Well, here's the thing. That is a very Western mentality. I feel like it's a very American, it's a very Western mentality to celebrate one's life, you know, to honor someone's life, even in death. But Korean approach to death is very, very different, and you have to understand it's a cultural thing. You see, first of all, Koreans actually have rituals when it comes to death, when it comes to funerals, and it's been a while. I'm sure you can Google and look this up, but there are like specific things where the body has to stay in like a specific funeral home for X amount of days, and everyone has different duties. I think the men have to be like completely stoic throughout the event, and either the women or the people from the women's side of the family have to be in mourning the entire funeral. And Korean funerals are very different from American funerals. Korean funerals go for like an entire day almost, and like they stay there and then people come visit, they come in and out, and the women have to actually be visibly mourning. They have to be crying, they have to be weeping. You ever watch a Korean drama and like you hear some kind of ajumma when someone dies, they go, oh, there's a kid, oh, like they're like very visibly weeping, and you might think, oh, it's a caricature, she's overacting. That's actually not the case. That's actually a very Korean thing. It's a part of Korean ritual when someone passes to visibly mourn, to visibly weep. It's part of tradition. And so even if you're all cried out, you have to actually constantly keep up the appearance of crying and weeping. And even beyond that, once someone dies, you're actually supposed to be in mourning. Like, it's like a ritualistic thing. I think even like Jewish tradition has something like that, where you have to be in mourning for technically several years after this person's dead. I think it's like 3 or 4 years, which is again very different from Western culture. Western culture is all about healing and moving on, but Korean culture is very much about embracing the pain, embracing the mourning, and really just like stewing in that mourning. And it's all ritualistic purposes. And so it's like, why do idols cancel events, cancel fan meets and appearances when someone dies? It's about keeping up the appearance of mourning. You're all supposed to be in mourning. And so technically, you can't just be out there celebrating and having fun and laughing. And so you mourn, you know, or you let others mourn. And so that's sort of the reasoning behind canceling K-pop Selca Day. The way idols cancel all their events in the industry when an idol member dies, we are all in the same field. We are all K-pop fans. And so out of respect for them, out of respect for the Spectrum fandom in mourning, we stand back and we don't do anything. And that's sort of the point of canceling K-pop Selca Day. It's the way everyone canceled their events when Jonghyun passed away, when Minu passed away, and that's why K-pop Selca Day was canceled for those events as well. It is not about paying respect. It is about mourning. That's the biggest thing you have to understand about this cultural difference. Americans are about respecting the dead, paying respect, fulfilling their honor, but Koreans are about mourning the dead. It's all about mourning. So you have to see that when you celebrate and you're happy and you're doing that, it comes off a little bit uncouth. And honestly, canceling Selca Day for 1 month is kind of nothing compared to the years of mourning you're technically supposed to be in within Korean culture. Not saying anyone has to do it, but there is a cultural reason behind canceling K-pop Selca Day. It is a K-pop fandom's way of sort of also representing that they are in mourning. So for those of you who are taking part in this, you know, that is sort of the reason why you're supposed to do it. You know, you're supposed to be in mourning. I know that goes against every fiber of your being. I know that Western culture teaches us to try and heal and celebrate someone's life, but that's actually not the way they do it in Korea. So those of you who are not part of the Spectrum fandom, just understand that this is a time of mourning, and really, you know, not posting a Selca for 1 day is not the end of the world. And honestly, it's just a way of letting people mourn in peace. So, yeah, I think it's just when people are mourning and they see other people being happy, especially being happy about their favorite idols, it makes people sad because their favorite idol has passed. Like it makes them sadder, it makes them a little bit more bitter, you know? And I feel like it kind of rubs it in a little bit more. And, you know, maybe we don't need that, you know, just let people mourn in peace. And I feel like this debate should be put to rest. Please understand it's a cultural Korean thing. And just, you don't have to participate in it. You know, it's great that you question things, but this is the answer. Basically, don't argue anymore. There's no point in arguing. You either understand that this is a cultural thing and you can participate in it or not. I understand you're not Korean, but it's something that Spectrum members are choosing to participate in. And so just, please just let them do it in peace.